I mean, I do think it was one of those articles designed to provoke and you know, and irritate and aggravate and get people to, you know, because it said that women probably deserve to get paid less than men because they're less charismatic, they work less hard, and they throw fewer sickies. Oh, do me a favour, hasn't he ever heard of man flu? Good God. You know, we know that men wilt at the very first hurdle and women soldier on through our monthly trials and natural childbirth and hot flushes. I'm probably having one right now. And we carry on and we carry on. So, I mean, so that was enough to provoke anybody.
Of course.
And then he talked about the salaries that I'm earning and that Claudia Winkleman, you know, the host of Strictly, is earning, and said that, that we probably were earning high salaries because we were Jewish, and that we had used a special Jewish quality to sort of collude in beating down the BBC to make them give us a high salary.
What did you read into that, then?
Well, I read into that all sorts of really deeply unpleasant stereotypes of sort of anti-Semitic literature and thought about, you know, Jewish people, you know, which I don't really care to repeat, actually, because they're so deeply distasteful to me, and I'm quite sure to everybody else, that I wouldn't like to deal in repeating them. But I was pretty horrified to see that, obviously. But I did nothing. I was in my own house. I was having breakfast with my own delightful other half, and I did nothing at all about it. And what could I do?
What could you do, indeed? But you did receive a phone call. Was it an apology of some sort?
I did. By lunchtime, I'd had a phone call from the editor of the Sunday Times saying he was most terribly sorry and saying he just couldn't imagine how it had happened.
That was the London edition.
The London edition,
Irish edition,
that's right.
Well. Yes.
And he said he was just awfully and frightfully sorry.
Yes.
And he just didn't realise how it could have happened, and he was so sorry, and it was now going to be taken down from online. And the services of this person, of whom I'd never heard before, and of whom I try never to think at all now, so I don't really want to discuss him, I don't know him, and I don't care to give him the oxygen of any more publicity. But they said that they wouldn't require his services at the Sunday Times anymore.
And did the editor of the Irish edition make
I had
contact?
A letter from him. Yes.
And what did he say?
Terribly, terribly sorry, and certainly didn't mean to cause any hurt or upset.
And did you accept both apologies?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, you felt that was a line almost drawn onto the issue. Kevin Myers offered a public apology for his column, and would you accept that apology?
Well, from what I have heard, he said that what he said was a throwaway line. And I don't understand how in an 800-word column any word that you choose can be throwaway. I mean, you choose to put it in.
Yes.
And, you know, it's not as if anyone else is dictating. It's not like having a whispered conversation on a bus.
Yes.
Or gossiping with your mum in the kitchen. You can't throw away a line in a national newspaper column, can you?